Just go to 30 FPS and more bit/buffer rate.
Yep, I could do that, but it doesn't look as smooth. Anyways, MTW versus Mousesports on DE Tuscan. They're going into the knife round to basically choose sides.
Nothing special so
Nothing
far.
special, yeah. I've seen a few teams do like crazy flank around the world on Tuscan, but looks like these guys are just gonna line up and do it 18-12 style.
Pete going huge.
Do they not want to change teams? Even though, okay.
Maybe they're assuming that their shots will be better
Alright.
since they're a pug pretty much.
Well, that's the thing with this map, though. It can go either way. If you have a really strong T side and you have great executions as a team, and you never get pushed on, and like you can hold pushes, then it's a T-sided map. So if you're a counter-terrorist team and you're just absolutely working coordination with your teammates, you can put a stronghold on the map as well. But here we go. Counter-terrorists are going to do an A retake with B pressure. Well, the terrorists are just going to take SA1 control, get one in sewers, and it looks like they're going to fall into a kitty pinch. Right now, P gets taken out in SA2 from this aggressive B play by the counter-terrorists. Nookie does creep into SA2, so it makes it a 4-on-4 as Husey does pick him off on the side. We are going to see the terrorists just execute out of A through the sewers, but MTW is just waiting for a retake, so it looks like the terrorists are just playing into it, and if the counter-terrorists save their nades and flashes for the site and the retake, never mind, Wills was just flashing himself. We might see a successful retake here, but if MTW knows how to hold it off, it looks like they're going to have a decent flank coming here by Hughes. Never mind, Weber's going to take him out, so I think the counter-terrorists are going to win this round. All they have to do is go and take their time, get the trades. Oh my god!
Oh.
MTW just killed them all as they were rotating into the site. They were playing the retake setup for a site, and MTW knew it. Sorry, MTW was the CTs. Mousesports knew that they were doing the retake. They had a person waiting for the flank, and then they just held their spots way back, dodged the flashes. The flashes came in, they were unaffected, and then they just killed everyone. So that was a great play by Mousesports. Looks like the counter-terrorists are just going to stack up in a site, get boosted up middle, get a stronghold on Kitty. They're basically playing coin flip strike. They're banking on the terrorists hitting a site and playing into their stack. The terrorists are going to have two players over at Kitty just going to take slow control of it, while the rest of them are just going to watch for B pushes and control middle. Not much action is happening here, 45 seconds into the round, as the counter-terrorists are playing their pop flash setup. Hughes is going to make his way into the sewers, while Weber pushes down SA1. He gets spotted, and he gets killed, but he spots MX. Hughes is coming through the sewers by himself, and the rest of the terrorists are going to regroup Kitty, I believe, or attack up middle in a pinch. They're going to play into the stack, as Nookie does get a kill. I'm going to watch from the eyes of Pete. As MTW's just stacked in the site, and they're just, yeah, they're just picking them off one by one as they enter without flashes or anything. Great stack by MTW. Mousesports really needs to.
They can still win this round.
It's salvageable, but 10 seconds left. Wolzu again.
He's playing the timer.
Nookie's in the sewer door. 5 seconds left. Oh, the fake lane! Oh no! What are you doing, Nookie? MTW Wolzu made 3 huge Deagle frags there. Mousesports didn't scout. They played into the stack. They got entry. They got entered by 3 fucking. 3 of them died.
Nookie really did mess that one up. He shouldn't have flashed. He should have just played the time and peeked before the flash.
Not playing very smart there.
The flash just gave it away, and Rattlesnake banked on the fake.
Here comes the second eco round after the pistol. Pete's gonna get taken out early. Looks like Mousesports is just waiting for the pushes and maybe clearing out short and long B, but they're not actually gonna attack anything yet. Again, Kajun is just Cajun. He's just playing B solo, and he's gonna run into Release here. Release is gonna run in. Release takes him out. Yeah, Will's deagle is just fucking nuts right now. But the terrorist did take B site control. So, oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah, the terrorists are just gonna make their way back safely through SA2, take the bomb back to B. Release cleared it with his USP. If he died to a stack, it's only a USP he loses, but he cleared it out. So the terrorists are just gonna get the bomb down. They're gonna plant safely. Weber did pick up an AK for himself. Does a 180 over the middle and takes out Release. He's gonna go for it. He's on a gun round next round anyways. He picked up an AK. May as well try to actually win the round. He doesn't have a kit, so he's gonna have to be pressured for time. Rattlesnake is playing close left cubby, and the other player is playing behind the canopy. Weber's just gonna say fuck it. AKs are solid weapons. I'm gonna use it instead of buying an M4 next round. Great decision by him. He doesn't have enough time to kill both players and defuse the bomb without a kit. So it looks like MX and Rattlesnake are just both gonna save their guns right now. They know that Weber's run away already. And that makes it 3 rounds to 0 for Mousesports. On to the first gun round. From the looks of it, Mousesports is playing it kind of like they take SA1 control and maybe SA2, and then they play it passively from there. And MTW is relying more on their site stacks than anything else, and their retakes.
Let's choose open again.
I've never thought Hadju was an opera, so this is weird to me right now.
Well, not first time he's using op.
Two of the
Is he
terrorists.
the designated team opera now?
Hmm?
Is he the team opera for MTW?
I think so.
We are going to see a sewer door execute with 2 players, which means that this is just a heavy A pinch. They do make the entry over at A site. Weber's just hiding in the smoke, but he goes down as well. So Mousesports just takes full control of the site, and it looks like MTW's really struggling. Wilzo's making huge plays right now. He's just pushing into the site and killing absolutely everyone he sees. He's basically on fire from MTW, and if MTW ever finds their way back into the game, it's going to be because of him. As he picks up his 4K! Almost the ace. This man is on fucking fire right now.
Team right now, dude. Like, it's sad that they're not able. He's getting 4 kills around. These guys aren't doing anything.
Nice prediction there.
We're gonna see yet another eco round by MTW onto the 5th round of this half. They're gonna play it more of they're gonna play their pistol round almost, with an A retake with the eagle stack towards B side. Hopefully Mousesports plays into the B stack, but bomb is going kitty side, and they're not going to run into the stack at all. So MTW is going to try to do a site retake in the end, but pistols versus AK is long range. I don't know how well it's going to work. See, that's the thing with going by yourself on eco rounds though, or anti-ecos. If the enemy's on an eco and you're by yourself and you lose your gun, that's bad. You're playing at a disadvantage, you lose your gun, they can pick it up and they can eco you. But we do see Release getting the trade frag that salvaged around for Pete, but we'll shoot. He's just tearing people up with his deagle in the head right now. They do have SA2 control, the counter-terrorist that is. They did push through, and they're just rotating onto the site right now. Hudgy does push into the site, so they do have A site control. Rattlesnake is going to come in with Hurricane Fuse.
Too, by the way.
Yeah, Rattlesnake's looking for it.
Oh, he...
Yep, Rattlesnake had the op posted on him. It's winnable for Weber, though. All he has to do is get this shot off on the stopper, and he can win the round. There's 15 seconds left, so he's going to force the plant. He's trapped in the site. Weber knows exactly where both of them are. Rattlesnake is going to peek out and get the last kill, though. So that was a winnable situation for MTW there, though. I think it was just great positioning by Rattlesnake. We are at a pause, as one player probably lagged out. It's 5 rounds in a row, though, for Mousesports. The rounds aren't even that huge. Like, MTW is really close in the rounds. MTW, Wilzu, just... This is a 1 versus 2. It was a 2 versus 2 that they lost.
And it was an eco.
And it was an eco. Wilzu lost in that 1v1 after he got the 4K the round before. The round before that, It was also a close round. It was like a 1-on-1 or something. Nookie lost it on another eco. So I mean, the rounds are pretty close, and they're Mousesports is barely pulling them out. But they do have this momentum going, and they do have the 5-round lead to 0. And when you have such a beefy advantage like this, the momentum just sticks.
We'll do the intro again.
He's just going aggressive at short B. He knows that his teammates aren't really doing much. Hudzy and Nookie are both 1 and 5 on the scoreboard, so he's got to make a play. And Hudzy's just boosted in CT spawn with his op, looking for a pick down in SA1 middle. Looks like the B players.
There it is. He didn't even shoot.
He saw the one and didn't shoot?
Yeah, he saw right. The guy's head like twice.
Okay,
He's
well,
got him right now.
yeah. He's just waiting for the opportune moment. Hurricane Hughes is going to regroup with Rattlesnake, the 2 remaining terrorists, and they're going to take it up B side. They did lose a teammate there by
This should
the
be the
hands of
first round
Wozo.
for
Oh yeah, definitely.
MTW for sure.
I don't see
Unless
them
they
losing
mess it
here.
up.
No, they can't lose here. Yeah, Weber's holding the flank.
It's all up to Weber.
They know. He knows Weber's in here. No, Weber! Okay,
yeah,
good.
No,
He-
it was
Oh, no.
He didn't even kill them though.
Lucky.
Kajun's got them.
Hud is in a position too.
Oh,
Wow. All right. Hughes is low.
he's gonna have to force the plan. Oh, no, he's not. He doesn't care about the bomb. He's gonna go for the win right now. He's gonna fake the plan to pull all the counter terrorists to peek him, so he's able to pick off 1 or 2 before he actually does a real plant. But Nookie's, all the counter terrorists played it really disciplined there. They waited for the proper moment to strike him, and Nookie got the better of him. So that sec is for the pause that happened last round, since we're delayed. We're going to see another aggressive push by the counter-terrorists into the SA2 side, and they are going to play passively over at A and do an A retake if the terrorists do choose to go there. Looks like the terrorists are going to do a heavy sewer and kitty split. 2 sewers, 3 kitty, which means that SA2 is completely open. Oh yeah, he did.
Really hard.
But I don't know how this is going to turn out, because the terrorists are almost at the doors, and if the terrorists get a flash off into the site, this can be really bad for MTW. Here's the door. Here the door opens. MTW did get a smoke off on the door, but flashes are coming out. Nookie's in sight, just taking them out one by one. The terrorists delayed the execution too much. Now the counter terrorists are already rotated, so Nookie's just able to take them off one by one, and only 2 terrorists remain, both coming up kitty. Nookie's able to get a 3rd and a 4th. Yeah, huge round by Nookie. That might have been, was that an ace or is that just 4? I think that was just 4, but still, great play by him. He
No, it's an ace.
Was it an ace? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they did aggressive. They spotted them. They fell back to the site, and then the terrorists just really need to pop 1 flash and just go. They're on a fucking eco. They can't just sit around jerking each other off. They have to go. And they slowed down the execution, ran into him one by one, and all died. We are going to see 4 of the terrorists leaning on SA1 side, so it might be a middle and kitty split.
They're banking on a sewers push right here.
Yeah. MTW's playing a retake on a site. They're playing in sewers, and they know that if any players come through the sewers, we're going to do a retake of the site and just isolate it. But the terrorists just snuck right up middle. They got into the house. They have positioning. MTW has no idea where they are.
Cajun is, oh my god. He's gonna get squeezed really hard.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how to switch to him. Release is up top though.
In position right now.
Yeah, he's in position. He's gonna get the flank off. Oh. Okay, Cajun still goes down, but Wilzo's rotated. He gets spotted from back hall.
Wow.
Like Mousesports just had full map control there, and MTW didn't really. I don't know what they were doing, where they didn't know what was going on. They were playing in sewers.
They lost their middle player instantly, and they just never had anyone watch middle. They just walked up middle pretty much. Weber is still in sewers from the beginning of the round till now.
Yeah. Well, that's a gamble that you have to take with playing in the sewers.
Now, do you think the sewers guys should have pushed through sewers all the way and flanked, or do you think they should have went back into A right away when they lost their middle?
I think they should have picked the long haul, and if they didn't see anyone long haul, they should have either pushed or they should have rotated out, have their B player rotate off of B to middle, and then flash them out of the door so they could retake middle or retake kitty. But they can't just sit in there if they lose middle and just lose map control like that, because that's exactly what happens. You're just going to get flanked from 3 different angles, and your rotations are going to be impossible. Counter terrorists are just going to play a default 2-1-2 setup, and the terrorists are going to do short B control right here. Rattlesnake is going to take his op, and he's going to lean on long B, while Release and Pete are both going to lean on short. Hold that thought, as Rattlesnake does go back to middle. Pete and Release are just going to work long and short respectively, as they are going to pull back. They do have the pressure there, holding the players there. Looks like the terrorists are going to take kitty control right now, as Hurricane Hughes flashes kitty. Yeah, he flashes kitty or gets his teammate to flash kitty for him, peeks out and gets 2 kills. Come up kitty, this needs to smoke off the middle and get the bomb plant.
Willsy tried to get in position into the site, but he got caught on the...
Release is just here holding rotations. Hudgy does spot him at middle with his op, but misses. He's not having a hot day with his op at the moment. As Release does pick up another rotator from middle. I'll just save this op, and it looks like he's just gonna go for an exit before he saves, but he is gonna get pushed on. Ooh, he makes this pick. If he makes a second, no. If he was able to make that second pick on MX, then he was gonna go for it. That's the thing that you don't want to do as a terrorist, when even if you're in a 3-on-1. If you give that early pick when there's a lot of time left on the bomb, it gives the counter-terrorist an opportunity. If he picks you, now it's a 1 versus 2 and it's winnable. He makes another pick and now it's a 1 versus 1. It's basically in his hands to win with that much time left on the bomb. We are going to see a heavy kitty and SA1 split from the counter-terrorist on their what feels like the 5th eco of this half.
Hughes just got an instant one bullet, dude. That was amazing.
Oh, shot his teammate in the head, but it doesn't matter because he does get the kill on the last player. Counter-terrorists did pick up 3 frags there, which is, at this point in the game, like, with such a huge round lead and MTW is getting their money reset, it doesn't do much for them to kill off all these guns, because Mousesports just has money flowing out of their assholes, so...
But they have been killing them, like, round after round.
Yeah. And Wilzo's been doing the best job of it. Nookie had his round, his claim to fame. As we do see Wilzo going aggressive with Weber at short B, and they're just picking up kills over at SA2. They did take SA2 control. Hurricane Hughes is by himself in the sewers, so he's going to try to execute out the door. Wilzo does not expect him, but he's going to hear the door in a second, and he's going to swing his mouse around. There he goes. He turns around. He's waiting for him to come out sewers. Hughes makes a huge frag. I'm going to watch from his perspective as he tries to salvage this 1 versus 5. Now a 1v4. He's going to pick up a knock.
Wow. You know where he was. Cool.
Yep. Well, when the counter-terrorists are so, like, spread out and take map control, you just got to peek everywhere, dude. You got to pick the most random shit ever. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to collect the bomb. He still has 30 seconds to get the bomb plant. He does get spotted. He's going to go for the pick with his op.
Oh, that would have helped him.
He's got time to pick them off. If he keeps just picking them off and makes it a 1v2 before he goes to him, he's going to check everything nonetheless. He's got full arsenal of grenades still. No, don't spam! Oh, he gets... Okay, Weber spams him.
That's why. Weber...
Oh, flanking. Right. I thought that was Nucky spamming him.
What do you think about playing like 2 Whoppers on T side?
On this map, not so much, but on other maps it works. Like, I think MT or Mousesports is playing it right with 1 op right now.
They had 2 ops last round, I'm pretty sure.
No, I meant to pick up Rattlesnake's op, I think.
No, they had 2. I saw 2 in spawn. We do see another terrorist kitty execution here, as bomb is in sewers and they're ready to execute. So I'm going to watch from the perspective of Weber, if I can make my... Nope, Weber's going to go down. Which means that kitty and door control is going to go to the terrorists. Hudgy is just going to be picking them off from middle. But he's going to push down middle and try to make a play. He gets taken out as well. Looks like Kajun. Fuck, I can't even say his name.
Cajun.
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 Cajun. Cajun. Cajun. Cajun. Cajun.
Now this player Cajun is their newest member, right? From Secret.
Yes, he just left Seacrest for the squad. I like how the terrorists are taking SA1 control, Mousesports that is, and they are also getting into SA2. Another early pick off by Rattlesnake. Wilzu kind of doing what he was doing the entire game, trying to get that pick off, making it a 5-on-4, so his team can actually get a chance at winning the rounds. I don't think MTW won a round without Wilzu making an entry, but I mean, they are on their like 8th eco of this half, because every time they win, they lose the next round and their money gets reset, and it just keeps them in an impossible money situation. Weber does get one pick off, and it was the bomb, but you know, Rattlesnake was right there.
MTW just lacks like a real opper. They're just getting picked off by Rattlesnake, and their opper like Hudz G is just, I don't see him as like a top opper even in Europe, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should stick with a 5 rifle and just go really aggressive, to be honest.
For this team, yeah.
Or at least right now, yeah. Like right here, they just did an aggressive, and now it's a 3-on-3. They have SA2 control. They know exactly where the terrorists are going, and they can just collapse on Kitty or from middle on the site as soon as the execution comes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his gun was sticking out. He was spotted. Rattlesnake's gonna make a pick off because they need middle smoke, or they need flashes smoke to flare. They peek. Hudz now in an unwinnable situation from the 3 versus 3 with full map control. It goes down to a 1 versus 3, and they just all get taken out.
I don't see how they don't realize that they're doing sewers with that fat leg. They should have already been moving back to A, you know? Especially after they just dominated SA2.
Like, when you know exactly where the terrorists are forced to go, just hold SA1 connector and sit 2 guys on either side of middle, and just wait for the terrorists to come into the site. They get into the site and start planning. You nade the site, kill the planner, flash the site, flash Kitty, and push in. And now you retake the site. You don't need to peek before then, because you just end up dying early, and that's exactly what happened to MTW there. Like, they're a better team than this. I don't know why they're fucking it up so much.
I don't think they have too much practice on this map, to be honest. They're just fighting it. And you can tell by the way they're playing.
We do see MTW and Wilzu playing a pop flash Kitty setup, and they do take out Rattlesnake, which is going to stop all the flashes coming from Kitty to get the 2 terrorists out the door. Weber's going to push down. Right, yeah, great play by Weber. When you're on eco, you got to play aggressive and greedy like this and try to make plays. And Weber got two kills and an op because of it. Release is in the sewers. He's just going to fall all the way back. I think he was spotted because he's hurt. So he's just watching his back as he's trying to make his way back with his rifle. It is the last round
now
though,
they're playing it smart, because now they know they're in sewers and they're waiting for that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's going to be really difficult for them to break it though. Weber is missing his shot. Cajun does pick off Release, who went back all the way to SA1 from sewers. And yeah, so it's a 1 versus 5. They have full door control. It is the last round. He's got 15 seconds to do or die, and it's die for him.
So I didn't miss much of this match, huh? Pretty quick.
Now, is it only one map, or are they playing another one?
I would imagine it's a BO3. It's EMS. Telling you, I'm pretty sure Mousesports is gonna 2-0 him. Fairly.
Yeah.
Fairly
I mean,
easy.
Wilzu can only do so much, you know.
I'd like to see an aggressive from Mousesports, but it looks like they're just gonna do the aggressive B. Too short, too long, one holding middle, and they're just gonna do heavy SA2 control. And then once they take control of it, they're just gonna swing their way back with their USPs and pick off long range from middle to Kitty. And looks like they're just gonna post instead of pushing in right away on the SA2 players, which is gonna, it's just Nucky there, so he's probably communicating to his team, hey look, they're pushing through SA2, they're gonna be hard on your asses over at middle and if you take A, so just watch out for that. The rest of the terrorist team, I mean, Cajun's just holding back and T-spawn with the bomb, while Nucky is going to make a pick off.
I think MTW has this one.
From SA2. Like, MTW, they're out the door. Like, why don't they know that there's a heavy SA2 control yet? They should just know, and then they should just set up for it. Like, Weber should just, when the bomb starts going for the plant, Weber should just hide it in squeaky door. Rattlesnake is crept up with the why the fuck is he getting a deagle? Oh god, I hope no one subscribes to his site.
He got a deagle for this. Wow, he just spammed the guy through
Yeah.
vagina.
Well, like,
He got a deagle because he was spotting Kitty, but still, that's just...
well,
you need
I mean,
flashes to delay.
the only reason why deagle would be good is because on this map, all the boxers are spammable. But deagles are never good on eco. Because you have 7
pistol,
bullets.
you mean, yeah.
Sorry, on
Pistol.
pistol. On eco, they're great. On pistol, USP one shots in the head.
I think on CT side, especially when
You need
nades and
kit or
flashes,
yeah,
you
nades
know?
and flashes. So I don't agree with that at all. MX is just
MX with 2 health since the beginning of the round, still alive somehow. He got insta-dinked, and he's the last one alive.
yep. So Mousesports is gonna or MTW is gonna collect this pistol round. So maybe they might have a chance to kind of bring it back, but it was what a 4-11 half for them.
Yep.
We're gonna see
They have no chance.
SA2 control heavy from MTW, applying right through middle.
Yeah.
They're just gonna post up now. They're gonna hold for a long push, a middle push, a kitty push, and they don't see anyone aggressive, so
Now
they're just gonna walk
the
up.
right spot in
Oh,
middle
yeah.
because
I love this.
Um,
I do this myself actually.
they just heard the door open. They should be looking towards the door. They're spotted in the... Rattlesnake. The MTW is playing it right.
Yep, Nuki's just long ranging them with his
He
rifle
just
across the
spotted,
middle.
I think Hud spotted him, maybe not. Never mind. Hughes is in a good spot.
Oh, Weber's
Oh.
just posted up on him. Yeah, I mean, when you're facing an eco like that, MTW's playing it right. We saw Mousesports getting barely getting their eco rounds in, their anti-eco that is. They would win it with 1 or 2 players left. MTW just won it with 4 of their members left, and the reason why is because they took quick control of something of middle, and then they posted up long range with their rifles and waited for the counter-terrorists to peek into them. When the counter-terrorists didn't peek into them, they just walked up and took an area together, and that's exactly what you need to do when you're facing against an eco. And they're doing the exact same thing here again. We do see a Mousesports stack over at A site, so it might be risky to go up kitty for MTW. I think they should just creep up middle, or at least spot it. They get another kill there. They're gonna go. Oh, Hughes just pushes down kitty and gets a pick off early. MTW still kind of deciding what to do. They're just gonna decide to go B side finally. Nuki is just holding middle.
they're
He's
just
got the
using their
bomb,
aim, yeah.
but he does get 2 of them. They know Hughes is the last guy. He got the kill over at kitty. So Weber's just gonna hold SA2 with the Galil. He spots him. He challenges him, gets the kill. So here we go into the first gun round. Scores are now 11-7 in favor of Mousesports.
Reki 2K11.
I don't know, the way Mousesports played those ecos, I don't know if they really are good on CT side. We'll see from this gun round. They are playing aggressive.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fake back to. Wait, Weber's just holding SA1 control. Never mind.
See, Mousesports are trying to be too flashy with that boost. They tried to do the boost at mid. I don't get this. Just hold your spots, guys. They're trying to do stupid stacks.
I'll give you
like,
their mumble, dude. Go tell him.
I have their mumble.
Go tell him.
Ooh, I gotta switch over to this window guy. Rattlesnake. Boom. 1 kill. He spots him at short B.
See, now that kill should never happen, ever.
No, definitely not. They should have naded or flashed it before.
One flash.
1 flash in the window. I always flash window before I
Yep.
peek that.
Yeah.
Because you can deal with anyone on the ground. You can't deal with people in the window. It's just
Unless-
such a funny angle.
Especially with an op.
It-
He just has the easy.
They're going up here. They're going short here. There's no reason for Hurricane Hughes to push down like that either. They have numbers advantage. They should be playing.
Yeah, I think MTW is just gonna take it up middle, use HUDG's op, and
Oh,
ooh, he goes down.
Pete.
MTW is just gonna go straight up mid and cut the map in half. They know 1 player's B and 1 player's over at A. Oh shit, they're both B. They know Rattlesnake's in the window though. So HUDG's
Yeah,
just
he's
gonna
gonna
hold the
get a kill.
rotate. They spot the rotate. They need to smoke off in middle. There's Wolzu. He's gonna flash and he's just gonna. Yep. No, he's gonna play it safe.
That wasn't smart.
But Hadji did shift around. I think Hadji maybe should have stayed middle, because now we can lock the bomb. Yep, there we go.
And dies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he dies after this. It doesn't matter if he dies because the bomb's planted.
Open, like, I don't get that. If he planted in the open, the guy would have come spraying the wrong spot.
Right, they would have sprayed. Yeah. Plus, I think they were blind anyway, so he had plenty of time to get a blind plant down in the open.
He could have hit vagina right after the plant. It would have been perfect. Oh well. Good round.
Standard setup by the counter terrorists 2-1-2. Pop flash kitty setup. Terrorists are just gonna hold SA1 control, or just spot for SA1 pushes by Weber, and they took SA2, but they are gonna shift around over to SA1 right now. So we are gonna see a kitty or a middle execution on A site. Pete and Rattlesnake are just gonna make a move over at middle. Huzg should be able to spot him. No, 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 no. Oh my god.
Oh, guess
lucky.
okay.
Yep, so we're gonna see 3-up kitty on this execution. And Release is just sitting in sewer box area by himself with his deagle. And he's gonna have to hold this by himself. This is an interesting flash. I do it differently from the same spot, but I might have to jack this.
Weber spotted Release, or at least he hears him.
Yeah, there he goes. So MTW does take kitty control. 5 versus 2. MX is pushing short B. Not much he can do really. And Hughes is in the site, so he just goes down. If I were MX, I'd just save my gun. Maybe locate an op, but yeah, he's just gonna hang out in SA2. He knows that the bomb's just planted, so MTW has all the time in the world to go for chase frags. So he's gonna play a little bit pushed up, where he has buffer room to fall back, and like he can make a kill and then fall back into a different area. There we go. Now he's gonna get the fuck out of there.
Or just walk right into the same spot.
Yeah, he's shifting a little bit though, so they're probably gonna think he's falling back to T-spawn, but the terrorists have one in T-spawn, and they're just coming from all sorts of different angles. He has to make a move though. He has to make a move on one of them, otherwise.
Just, after the bomb, you should run up middle.
No, no, he's good. He's good.
Oh, they just saw. I like how MCW takes SA2 first.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Mousesports had a strong SA1 first, and then they'd move into a strat. These guys take over SA2 to kind of stop anything going there.
Well, it's still 12-4 for Mousesports. Mousesports is going to be on an eco. They did save one rifle, and the rifle's going to be over at Kitty and
Max.
Yeah.
It's actually 12-8.
It's 12.
Well,
I said 12-8. What did you think I said?
You said 12-4.
Yeah. You said
Oh, did I
12-4.
say 12-4? I meant 12-8. They had 4 rounds each half.
No, this is the exact same eco they did last
Yeah.
time, where one's gonna peek down banana.
And this is the exact same anti-eco that MTW is running. And there we go. Cajun gets the kill.
Let's see if they remember.
Noki's gonna spot over at middle. He's gonna collect his frags on the rotators.
Yep, they do remember.
Yeah.
They do remember.
You're going right
Looks
to
like
B.
they're
They're
moving.
going
Yep.
right to B. Perfect.
Get right on the
I
side.
feel like Mousesports should have done something a little different. Like they should have just thought that the team would expect this and stack B
Well,
this time rather
the
than A.
thing with playing against teams that you know so well is that they might be thinking,
You
oh, they
overthink
know
it.
that we
We know that
yeah,
that they
so
know.
maybe they think we're gonna stack B this time, so let's stack A instead, and they're gonna come into us again. And when you play against teams like that, like that's how I feel with Dynamic. I tend to overthink things because I think that AZK is gonna think I'm thinking one thing, so I'm gonna try to think another thing, and I just overthink it. And
Wow, so confusing.
You just thunk it.
You just mind fucked me, so just don't
Yeah.
talk anymore. You piece
I
of
just
shit.
want, like, someone post that Jackie Chan picture. My mind is fucked or whatever.
12-9, scores are getting closer together. I feel like my chest is about to explode.
Why? Because of it's so
I don't know, I just had a pain in my chest.
It's really not that intense.
Yeah, you need to relax.
We do see
I just
a
took a pre-workout and I'm already itching, dude. So
yeah, we do see a double
Ready.
eco by Mousesports. They're saving for their big guns. They do have USPs in hand. They are gonna do a sewer push this round, which is different. but MTW is also doing something different. They think
I
that
feel like MTW always picks the right spot to hit.
MTW thought they were on
Especially
eco though, or they thought they were on guns, so they were just gonna do a middle kitty pinch, quick, and
Nope.
sight was completely given to them.
Wow.
Hudgy and Nookie
And they
fall
watched
back
the
and watch the
real
flank.
quick.
Yep,
That was perfect.
they know exactly what to do. Watch door, watch flank, and watch middle.
Good comeback so far.
Yep.
Don't call it a comeback. 14-1, let's
Been
go.
here
That's
for
what they're
years.
yelling. They're probably yelling 14-1, let's go on Mumble right now.
If I wanted my comeback, I would ask your mom.
What the fuck was that?
What? It's alright, bombs left in T-spawn,
Yeah.
it's no big deal for
Li-
MTW.
little miscommunication with the bomb.
They don't
Cajun
need the
gets
bomb,
it,
they're obviously raping right now.
and I just looked into it flashbang. That was pretty solid.
I didn't look into it and I still got flashed.
Same.
Sucks.
We
This is a different CT setup with Rattlesnake by himself. It looks like
Nope.
SA2.
I like
Rattlesnake's
using
posted.
SA2 as well.
Yeah, they do have
And I like
SA2
this a lot.
control.
I like teams that push SA2.
Wow,
they know they're
HUD
going in.
just clutched for that. That was
Holy
nuts.
crap. They go B and plant with ease.
The reason they won that round, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's because of HUD.
And because
That-
the
that
Mousesports
hit right
guys
there,
definitely... The Mousesports guys are overextending too much.
Oh,
They
yeah.
relied too much on one guy holding the whole map aside, and then it just.
Well, there was actually two there, dude. Rattlesnake
the
and
second
MX. MX was actually inside of SA2 behind the boxes.
Hughes is trapped in the house by himself. There's nothing much you can do except try to save it. He might actually be able to go for Ninja. Nobody cleared out the house. If he plays this right,
No, he's too scared.
No.
There's a guy right there, Nookie's right in the site, dude. There's no ninja happening.
yeah, man. Sometimes you
Nookie
just
won't
gotta
allow
balls it though.
Nookie won't
all
allow it,
good.
dude. Nookie is gonna probably die from how long he stayed in there.
No, you don't give a fuck.
Scores are really close together now. It's 12 to 11.
This is where you can tell like what team is ready and what team isn't. Right here.
See, this is all about the terrorist side though. That's what I was saying. Terrorists have really strong executions. We do see a sign, but nope.
Wow. See, they're trying to do that too much and they're fucking up, dude.
Yeah, they should just no. They're going for a third time. Oh
How
my
much
God.
noise can you make without...
Let's go.
Wow,
Hang on. Maybe it's where I'm standing. Oh, finally.
Oh, it is where I'm.
Looks like
standing.
MTW is not going to go up middle though. They are going to do a sewers, heavy sewers.
Wow, if MTW did their
With-
anti-eco there, it would have raped the middle guys instantly.
Well, they're hearing the Deagle being shot.
Oh,
so
release with a huge 2.
Oh my god.
He can make it a third. He's just gonna get out of the sewers. He made the picks. He knows bombs in sewers. 2 of them are down. They know that the other terrorists are gonna have to come up kitty because that's how you get outdoor. You need
Alright,
players coming kitty.
Wow. Come on, guys.
Yeah, what an eternal flash.
Yeah,
They fucked up big time there. They should have just collapsed.
I don't get it. Release. I don't know. That looked like it was Mousesports' round, but
Whenever you get rounds like that, like, you need to take full advantage of those picks. Not just stand still. They should have collapsed on kitty or just fell back and played a retake on the site.
Hughes can win though, so this is winnable. He knows one's crossed middle and he knows one's in sight. I'm wondering if the MTW will take it back to B.
Oh, they thought he crossed to.
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
They thought Hughes went to B, so that's.
It's
what
fine
now
though.
they're still
Hughes knows exactly one is in the site,
No,
but Hadzi
just
just picks off.
there. Whenever I see that lag, I know he died. That little lag shot.
Just
Spoiler.
since
Spoiler.
everybody's flaming the Nuki, what do you think of Nuki?
What do I think of
Dude said
Nookie?
that pre-game.
Mhm.
I think he's fine right now.
He's 17-2. I don't know why people are roasting him right now.
I think he needs to say haters gonna hate and decided
He played bad on CT side though. He really did make some mistakes. But
Dude, he's a hit
making
and
up
miss
for it.
player. He's not very consistent from what I see, but he also apparently calls, so you can't always expect him to drop 30 bombs. When
I
he's
call and drop 30
multi-matching
bombs.
the team.
Well,
Yeah, but not everyone's special.
Josh, you're a hit and miss too, so that's the thing.
I guess I'm hit and miss.
Hit and miss role player, dog. That's your middle name. This just looks like an easy Mousesports round right here. See now, MTW need to realize that they need to. They have momentum. They can't just ruin it by just doing something stupid like that. Just strolling into a site like that. They need to keep their momentum up. Keep doing that to Mousesports. Because that round right there could be the game change. Right now, they could start winning because of that round.
Okay, apparently at the start of the stream I said Nookie was a bad player, and I don't recall saying that at all.
No, it was other guys said it. I think it was Mez.
Dez?
No, not Mez. The other guy. Messi something. What's his name? There's a fourth guy in here, Josh.
Menace?
Menace.
Menace. He's the one who said it. He talked about Nookie a lot and said he was really, really bad.
We do see MTW just holding an SA1 flank with Hadji as he does make the pickoff. The rest of them are going to take it up Kitty hard, just brute force the site. And they do have the site. It's 2 counter terrorists remaining as Hughes is just throwing
I still don't
bullets.
understand why people decide to plant. When it's like that, why don't you just plant in the open, dude? People are getting spammed and killed running to the site, and we could just plant in the open when it's completely smoked out.
Ooh, another spam kill by Rattlesnake, making the 2v4 into a 2v2. This is winnable for the counter terrorist. Bomb was just planted. Flash is going into the site. Hudgy is blind, but I mean, Rattlesnake, you need to pull out your pistol when you're this close, or pick up a rifle. Like, you're not Kerry Frost Cartinian, who can make no scopes through boxes in midair.
And that's a shout out to Kerry Frost Tertarian, the Armenian opera out of Armenia.
Yeah. We do see, oh man, this is, what, 13 up right now? This is a really close match, and this is what I predicted. Hudgy is going to lead this pick in at B. They know MX is right here by himself. They're like, fuck middle control. Yep.
They don't care. It's doing the same exact thing. Hughes is quick rotate.
He's just going to drop too, though. It's going to be a 14 to 13 in favor of MTW, and this is what I called a really close game. So it's going to be interesting to see what Mousesports is able to do on these next 2 rounds, as Release does make a kill.
Pre-game, Menace was talking about how this team is Mousesports is an actual team and they have chemistry and all that. And right now, it's looking like MTW's randomness is helping them on this map. The lack of chemistry, I guess. And Nookie's playing well. I believe he has 14 bomb plants.
Hudgy just overshot him on the scoreboard though, but
With the
Nookie,
bomb plant.
yeah, Nookie was 17 and 2. Wow, 14 to 13 right now in favor of MTW on their T side of Tuscan. We are going to see a heavy SA2 pinch from middle and short B by Mousesports, but we do see 4 MTW members in there taking control of it like they normally do. We are going to see 2 picks for the counter terrorists, only 1 for the terrorists.
MX decided to op instead since he has been known to be an opper rather than a rifle. And I think they're just giving up on their actual strats and just doing their normal shit now.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that actually works though. If you just, like, sometimes I know if I'm playing a Civo match against some team that are complete pubs, then I will just pick up an op just because it's something different than my normal playstyle. And whenever you do something different and go outside the box, you sometimes start picking up rounds when you're not playing so static and normal. Because sometimes normal doesn't work against some teams, and you just gotta get desperate, really.
Nookie is making big plays for his team right now. He's single-handedly taking B right now.
Yeah.
After that pick, and he knows. He usually knows that he's coming in.
Yeah,
so
the counter terrorists are they're over-rotated.
Had them over-rotate.
Release is sitting at the house.
made that play.
But here's house control. I mean, here's Kitty control. 2 versus 3, smoked off middle. He's gonna play it in the open. There we go.
Finally, they're learning. I think
It's 14 to 13 for MTW at the moment. MTW Weber is just gonna get in the sewers, and this is a great play to clutch from. You can dodge flashes. They tap the bomb. You just hide. If they want to kill you, they have to push you. He's gonna have to push. Yeah. If Juds fell down Kitty, and Weber just listened for the tap and said they tapped the bomb, Weber comes up and Hudgy comes up and peeks, and then if they're shooting at Weber, Weber peeks from the side. Yeah, exactly. Because Weber needs to be the guy who's the last one alive to clutch that round. When you're in sewers, if they want to kill you, they have to push you.
The problem is HUD's, did they tap it? Because HUD's peaked. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
just whiffed. He like missed the easy
Oh,
shot.
did he? I was watching
yeah.
Weber there. We do see MTW thinking that they're going to be on an eco, so they're running their anti-eco setup. But there are smokes down middle, and they're not able to do much with it. So
Wow, Wilzu's in position to get the offer right here in Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake has no idea Wilzu crossed. Oh my god. Wilzu's getting him. Boom.
and the entry does go to MTW, and looks like the counter terrorists are just going to shift a little bit and try to get a little bit aggressive. I think MX needs to do a long push when his teammate pushes short, but we are going to see... There we go.
Oh,
Hughes is going to pick off one, and he's going to fall back. He's going to keep in the same area, though. MTW is just going to say, fuck it. They spotted us. Let's just over-rotate and plow at middle before they get to adjust.
Oh, Pete's about to make a
Yep. Release gets an
Pete knows
entry.
they're coming.
Nookie gets the
Pete knows they're coming.
trade.
Pete's still by Kitty.
Yeah. But they are going to get the bomb plant. They're trapped in the site with two people, though. They're going to get the boost. The boost with the up. Yeah. MTW gets the round. This is match point right here.
You
If
know what?
MTW wins
What
this,
won
it's
that right
game
there?
over.
Wilzu in position won that right there. He
Yeah.
got that entry without anyone knowing he was there. I didn't even know he was there until I looked. I think player of the match is definitely Wilzu, just for being consistent in both sides.
Ah, okay.
I assume we know
Yeah,
who won right there.
MTW wins that round. And,
I'm gonna assume Wilzu aced. So I won it.
we'll do ace. No. It was, Nookie aced again.
I don't know. Player of the match, guys. Who do you think? I think Wilzu, just for his both sides of playing really well. Nookie did show up on second half. So did HUD's. But I mean, first half they wouldn't have even won those 4 rounds if it wasn't for Wilzu. You know.
Alright.